Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. Uh, so, I'm evaluating the various aspects of splitting firewood. If you follow my channel, you've been aware of that. It's what I've done through the winter, and it's a necessary thing if we want to freeze to death and have the pipes freeze and stuff like that. And people do not realize how basic shelter and warmth is. I made the comment in a video a while back that I was talking to someone and talking about the most important thing is shelter, and they said no, you're wrong, and it's actually food. And okay, I can understand that. That's most people's understanding of prepping and survival. Got to buy a year's worth of food. Now, there's a whole lot of things you need to buy before you buy a year's worth of food, such as you can get I can go into a lot of things, wheatgrass juice or a 22 rifle, good boots. But my point is that, there are facts that are eternal facts. They are applicable, eternal truths, universal truths that are true in every situation and on every continent, in every century, no matter where you are in the world, and that is that you need shelter. Most of the people that die in the Rockies, hunting, camping, fishing, accidents, or they get lost or they get hurt, whether it's a plane crash or an auto accident or whatever, most of them die because they didn't understand what they were doing, and they did not understand the fact that they needed shelter. They get panicked. I'm hungry. No, you're not going to get hungry. You're not going to starve for 3 weeks. You need shelter. That's your number one priority. Okay, so firewood is part of that. Firewood is part of, you have a shelter, but you got to have something to produce heat, to keep you warm. Please hear me. I know I'm belaboring this point to the nth degree, but that's what I'm doing to, like I said, keep from freezing. So, in this scenario here, this is really good firewood. And I've been banging away at them, but then, I'm going to take a walk here and show you what I'm up against. The terrain, it's on a hill, it's down a steep hill, it's down in, I'll show you, but it's down a hill where the entryway is slanted 2 different directions. I'll put it very simply to you. I had the quad loaded with a load of this wood, and it almost tipped over sideways, and then right after that it started tilting back to flip over backwards. Okay, so with that wash bin there full of wood, I had it full of rocks to the point where I had to, the front end was floating, and I had it full of wood one time. So I had to actually stand up, lean way forward, put my top part of my body weight forward and to the right to keep it from flipping over sideways and backwards. Okay, so that's the scenario. So you're down a steep hill. It's not easy to get to. It's not easy to get it out. You got to have some kind of a mechanical means of getting it out. That's called a horse. Well, mechanical. Some means of dragging it out. Would have been nice to have just dragged the trees up and not cut them down here. But that was, at that point in time, beyond our capability, and probably still is. We don't have a tractor that would drag these out. We could use other mechanical means, come along, a winch, yes. And that would be a better solution than cutting them down here, dropping in here, and being faced with these 200 and 300 pound blocks here, rounds. Say, these are heavy. They're so heavy that I don't even like to roll them. But I'll bang away at them, and I can make them smaller so I can pick them up. Okay, so there was about 18 of these. But here's the scenario. That tree's not even blocked yet, and there's going to be another 12 or 13 there. They're smaller. Big, huge tree down there that's been down for like 4 years that's never been gotten out. That would be really easy to split. I think I'll do that next. If it's diced, it looks like it is, and I can cut it if it isn't. But there's about 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Those should be fairly easy to split. And then you come over here, a whole bunch of good wood to pick up, small pieces, but then you get into more rounds and more rounds and more rounds and more rounds. Oh, and by the way, some big ones. The ones I'm rolling around, and it's the same exact wood, are not even very big. These are huge. These are 2-foot diameter. That one there probably weighs 400 pounds. Get the picture? So, which brings me, I was driving back down here and I'm thinking, well, if I could just put one of my